Hi, everybody. Nice to be here again this week on YouTube. Thanks to the new subscriber. It's wonderful that you could be here. And I'm really enjoying the fact that you could join. For me, it's very important to see you guys grow and you guys actually live out your freedom that you were born to live out. From being born, it was your body that was born, not you, and you were always abundant. You were always free. And then things happen in your life, and we end up with lots of programs that we're just never meant to have. So I'm really happy to be on this journey to inspire you and to transform and become that effortless you, the you that was really the one you're supposed to be and not the one that finds it very difficult or challenging. It's not that we don't have challenges, but that's just the way and the source that we deal with these challenges. And today I felt to speak about something that is quite important. Not that so many things are important. It's just that became aware of a certain thing and I felt to speak about it yet today. It's with regards to what you believe your destiny is. And I know in a certain way, I know when I was younger, I thought that, you have your book of life and it's, somebody printed. It's like when you get a book and your life is imprinted in that book. And if you go out of that book or kind of go off the words written in that book, you kind of get all sidetracks and, oh my gosh, it's all fear-based and whoa, that is not a good idea. But what if it meant, because that is in the Bible, um, your life is recorded, okay? And we kind of sometimes take something, and because of our understanding and our revelation, we get so set and we kind of bring it into a Greek mindset instead of in a kind of Hebrew mindset, which is always live and it's always moving and it's always again organic and it's in its life. So we kind of grow up, like I said in the beginning, with this um, things set in a certain way. Okay. And we kind of start living that way. And the problem with that is, well, the challenge is that is doesn't leave you with much freedom. Okay. You are born, you are a free being. Okay. And I loved, there was a guy that I listened to on YouTube. His name is, I think, somebody Blake Healy, and he's in the School of Supernatural Ministry in Redding, California. And he was sharing this vision he had of an angel that opened his scroll, which is like a book of life. And what I loved about it is actually what we are waking up to today. You as co-creator, you get to create what you desire to create. And from within, and he could see a picture of himself and the woman he was going to marry. But what was amazing is he could also see other women. So what if he then decided to marry another lady? Then it would have carried on and his life would have just been organic, and he had the power and to actually live out what he desired to live out. Now, I love this because it basically tells us that what we are learning today, and the impact that our thoughts and what we desire and how we see things and how we process things and how we deal with things from which perspective does make a difference to your life. But it's not set in stone. It's not this way you go and there's just no other way you can go. No. What if he decided to marry another lady? Then it would have played out differently. Then other things would have opened up for him. But the fact is, it's living from that place of life to understand that everything is organic. And just to carry on with this vision he had, then the angel opened up more of the scroll. Oh my gosh. And there's with these things for him to discover such the worlds of possibilities that was even just beyond his mind. And I love that because we are waking up to the fact that you get to decide how unlimited you are. You get to decide what you believe you are. You get to decide whether you are abundant or not. You get to decide what happens to the future of your business or not. It doesn't matter if there's World War III or COVID. It does not make a difference. If you wake up to the fact that in this realm of possibilities, this quantum field that I always talk about, which for me is heavenly realm, in the place of now, which in the present, where there's all of these possibilities available, you get to choose out of all these beautiful things which ones you want, and then your life plays out as you keep on staying open-minded and using your imagination and bringing your desire with your imagination, and understanding that if you plant the seeds, they do grow, and you get to do all this. It's not that, you see, I've met a lot of people, and they're so fearful of going off their purpose, that it's more about coming from fear than coming from life. And organic is coming from life. A Greek mindset says, okay, there's a book, your way is written in there, and there's just no deviation from that. That leaves no room for you to discover so many possibilities. And if you do decide to go in one direction and you go, oh no, this is actually not exactly in this direction I want to go, then you turn and go the other. But you're going to always still be, you decide if you're coming from within, if you're going to live from the place of abundance, you get to decide. And you know, if you, like, for me, Christ is my partner, and I'm so aware that I get to partner with him and all the angels and the beings, and you get to walk this out in your life. How you choose to do it, if you're not even aware of the angels, but you decide, I can imagine what freedom looks like for me. It means to be traveling all over the world. Freedom for me is not ever thinking of financial situations as a difficult thing. Freedom for me means I can pay everything when I want to pay it. I can buy whatever I want to buy. And interesting enough, my husband was telling me, he was speaking to the bank manager, and the bank manager was sharing with him that he has some clients that have so much money coming into the bank, they try and spend it all the time, and they buy houses on islands, and then as soon as they've spent all that money on this island, they get 100,000 once again. It just keeps, and they don't know what to do with all their money. I call that awesome freedom. I call that something I could relate to. Now, of course, it also means health. What does health mean to me? It means I'm free to, or my husband is free. I'm free in every sense of my body. I am okay, I put on a little weight over the COVID time. Weird, hey? Because I know so many people who have. You're gonna laugh at me, but I know I'm free. Freedom for me is I fit into all my clothes, and now I'm enjoying exercise so much. Before, it used to be so difficult to start exercising. Now it's just coming out of within, and I get to enjoy nature as well. I desired to ride a bike through, do sports, mountain biking, and I used to love it, and I just couldn't get into doing it, and I just started imagining how much I enjoy it, and came from life and enjoyment, and yet I'm doing it now. So I can see myself fitting into all my clothes, not because I'm exercising. That part is just fun. I'm not doing the exercise to lose weight. I do it because I enjoy it. But it came, that was the action that came with my imagination, with what I'm imagining. So you see, sometimes there's an action. Sometimes you'd have something happen. When I made the post about action involved, as long as the action comes from spirit, from freedom, it must never be something you're forced to do, or willpower, because willpower can get you somewhere, but it doesn't really bring you out of this work mindset. Okay, so another example I can use to make sure that you understand that whatever you're imagining, you let it go. Okay, because it happens, it's going to happen. You just let go of the outcome. And then sometimes a thought would come up. It could be that why don't you just draw your logo so long for your business you're imagining? Like, oh, that's a good idea. I can go and download an app for free, and I can use those resources, or I can get somebody to help me. What if you are imagining to be a coach, and you were thinking the one day you sit there and all of a sudden you think, maybe I should look for some courses that would help me. I mean, this is how it happened for me. I didn't start the Quantum U Academy school. I imagined it first. My partner that lives in Colorado Springs, there was an action involved. I contacted somebody after I had like a prompting to contact somebody and talk to them about the business. And then they introduced me to this person. And that lady is walking in exactly what I'm walking in. And she's also a coach. And it was immediate alignment. And I mean, the business is planted, and we're busy with our website, but there were promptings. And be aware, don't go looking for promptings. It will just happen. It will be like a thought that comes up, and you think, I need to look at something on the internet about a certain thing. And it just flows from one thing to the next. And one thing you guys also need to understand, okay, this is now going off track of what I'm speaking about, there's nothing written about your life. You get to choose which way you go, and it can still be wonderful. Is the fact that be very aware of these promptings, because some people think, you start and now you imagine something, you let go of the outcome, and now you just sit at home doing nothing. It's like the one guy, I think Hale Dawkins spoke about it. He said this one guy was also imagining money. And then one day he had just like this prompting to go to go and enter a competition. He just did that. He won $50,000. So there are certain things that come out of you imagining something. And it's also not, as I remind you, once again, it's also not about keep on thinking about what your outcome is. Just take a minute. I say this every week. Just think about it. Feel it. What does freedom look like to me? Traveling all over the world when I want to, how I want to, building the house how I want to, not thinking about whether I can build a pool or not, just building it without thinking about the money it costs, not having to get 5 quotes because this one might be too expensive. The one I actually desire to build the pool, oh my gosh, he's asking too much money, but actually he does the best job. That is freedom to me, doing it with the guy that I want to do it with, not because somebody is less expensive. So that was a bit today, but there were like 2 subjects here. One was just be free from fear regarding which way you walk. Secondly, just know there's also action involved. And as I offered it to the Facebook people that follow me on Facebook, I want to thank you for subscribing, all of you guys. Put it in the comments, what would you like me to imagine with you? I take it very seriously, and I would love to connect with you and start imagining your desired outcome. Just give me one, please, since I have so many on the list, and I really take it intentionally. I do it intentionally, take it intentionally, do it intentionally. And I love to invest in you. So if you are touched by this video, please share it, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And come on, guys. For me, freedom means for you to succeed, for me, for you to prosper, for you to go beyond what you ever thought imagine. So goodbye till next time. Bye-bye.